It is Sunday, March 1st, and I've had a cold since Friday. So I am quickly filming from bed because I can, and I'm covered in soft blankets. I have my grandma's sweater on. I have the necessities. I have fluids. I have remotes so I can binge watch Jane Austen movies, which I've been doing so far most of the weekend. And for a woman who rarely buys boxed tissues, I have the best tissues ever and readily available at any moment, my roll of toilet paper. Hi everybody, it's Kim at K. Becker's Books, and yes, I have a cold. It's not serious, it's just a cold. I sound funny. I'm filming from bed because I'm covered in the softest blankets in the world, and I'm comfortable. And probably right after this video, I'm going to take a nap. But I did want to get this video out, this quick video out today to introduce March of the Mammoths, which I am taking part of this year, and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, that's the only reason I'm here. It's the only reason I'm doing this today. I'm also going to be taking part in middle grade March with my middle grade daughter, but I'm going to do a separate video for that. So let me quickly show you the things that I've decided I'm going to attempt for March of the Mammoths. The guideline is to read a book of more than 800 pages in the month of March. Now, there are 3 hosts for the read-along. Alex from Big Al Books, Jason from Old Blues Chapter and Verse, and Lukash from Totally Pretentious. And I will link each of their videos below with the March of the Mammoths announcements. I would have possibly tried to read, and I may still try to read more than one Mammoth book. I have 2 that I've picked out. We'll see how it goes because, as I said, at the same time, I'm going to be reading some middle grade books with my daughter. And I'm also really excited about that because she's given me recommendations over the years because she's as much of a bookworm as I am. And I've read a lot of her books and really liked them and have been really impressed at what is being published for middle grade readers. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So let's get going on March of the Mammoths. Sorry for the sniffling. It's almost inevitable. My first March of the Mammoth selection is Middlemarch. And I am doing my very first buddy read with Alba from Seriella. And I will post her link to her channel below as well. We corresponded via some comments on one of my book haul videos. And she suggested wanting to read Middlemarch, and we set up a buddy read. She graciously set up our schedule, so we are going to read this during the entire month of March. And I'm really excited because I just bought this edition of Middlemarch, and I am really looking forward to talking with Alba and doing our buddy read together and reading this really one of the classics of literature. And I'm just very enthusiastic to do it. Very quickly, George Eliot is actually the pen name for Mary Ann Evans, a classic female writer. And I read a synopsis of this during the book haul where I actually introduced this book. I'm only going to read a little bit of the summary here on the jacket. It says, an enduring triumph of moral and psychological insight, George Eliot's classic novel traces the lives of 4 residents of a fictional English town rocked by the changes of a modernizing world. That's all I'm going to introduce at this point. A lot of you viewers have already read Middlemarch and I'm sure are familiar with the story. And for those of you who are not, I will post reviews along the way as Alba and I get going on our reading schedule. So that is one book over 800 pages. I'll give you the page counts of the few that I've selected. My edition has 831 pages in it. Now, as I said, I'm going to also be reading middle grade books at the same time, so I don't know. I have a little stack of middle grade editions that I'm going to try to read, and I'll show you those in a different video. But I'm thinking I may be able to have time to fit in another Mammoth book. And I'm cheating a little bit, but I have a bind-up copy of Pat Barker's Regeneration Trilogy. This book has 3 novels included in it: Regeneration, The Eye in the Door, and The Ghost Road. And my particular copy has, let's see, 819 pages. Pat Barker also wrote Silence of the Girls, which I think came out last year or the year before. I read that and was not crazy about that book. It came out around the same time as Circe from Madeline Miller, which I did read and enjoy. But I have heard wonderful things about the Regeneration books from Pat Barker. And very quickly from the back, it says, gleaned from actual accounts of World War I soldiers, Pat Barker's incomparable trilogy, Regeneration, The Eye in the Door, and The Ghost Road, profoundly alters our understanding of the damage wrought on both soldiers and civilians by the horrors of war. Regeneration focuses on 2 real-life figures, the poet Siegfried Sassoon and the eminent psychiatrist and anthropologist W.H.R. Rivers. As a soldier, Sassoon is dismayed by the war's excesses, but when he drafts a fervent letter of protest, the authorities attribute his sudden aversion to shell shock and commit him to Craig Lockhart War Hospital, where he is placed under Rivers' care. So this, I actually might fairly easily be able to fit this one in also, because the print is really large and has quite a few spaces in between. So I'm going to try to do that along with Middlemarch. Now, I'm a little ambitious. The other book that I'm actually carrying this book over from February. I was reading this book for Black History Month in February, which is now, of course, over. However, it's not a quick read, and there's so much to digest in this book that I wanted to give it more time, and I've been reading small chunks at a time so I can kind of think about it. This is Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man, and I got to page 120 through the month of February along with reading other books. But I am going to carry this over into March and try to finish it. This is a mini mammoth, a baby mammoth, and this has 580 pages in this edition. Is that right? I think it was longer than, yep, 580 pages. So I'm going to try to complete this, and if I can, I will give you a review in my next video. Let's see. Yeah. Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man. My voice is starting to go. I'm gonna drink my fluids. I'm gonna take a nap. I am going to come back this week with a middle grade March video, and I've got so many other videos planned for what I need to do. I need to recover faster. So with that said, I'm going to leave you now. I will see you in the next video, and I am going to go take a nap. Subscribe below. I swear my videos get better than this. Send me some comments if you're going to do middle grade March, if you're going to do March of the Mammoths, what you're going to read. I'd love to know. I'd love to talk to you about it. Say hello, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.